In this video, I'm going to explain a super easy and important topic in your Maths IGCSE exam, calculator and non-calculator. These are circle theorems. So, the examiner really likes to give these questions in your calculator and non-calculator exam for 4 marks or 3 marks, and these are super easy. So, if you know the theory behind them, it's not going to take you more than 5 minutes to solve them. Okay, that's how easy they are. So I'm going to run through the theory step by step and help you understand them, and once you understand them, you just practice them. They're going to be super easy. It's going to be like the back of your hand. Okay, so I'm going to start with the first one. Okay, so we have our circle over here, right? And let's say this is the center over here. Okay, this is the center. Okay, now from this point we have two lines extending to the circumference, and we have a point on the opposite side of the segment, and that point connects to these points that are formed on the circumference on this side, right? So our first theorem states that the angle that's going to be formed at the center over here is going to be twice the angle that's formed on the other side over here. So this is going to be a, that's going to be 2a. Okay, so this is a very useful trick. They give you a diagram, and you have to identify the shapes and what theorem will be applied over here, and based on that you have to find the missing angles. Okay, moving on to our next theorem. So our next theory states that from the center, if you have like a line, let's say like this is diameter. Okay, so you have the diameter line, and both of the points from the circumference go and meet on any other point on the circle's circumference. So like these 2 points come and meet over here. Okay, they meet over here. The angle that's going to be formed over here will always be 90. Okay, and that is if the line passes through the center. Okay, so the angle that's going to be formed at the circumference opposite on the other side of the center is always going to be 90 degrees. Okay, so our next theorem states that if we have a quadrilateral, so we have a four-sided shape, and each one of the vertices, each one of the uh, points, they are touching a circumference. Then the sum of the opposite sides will always equal to 180. So the sum of this side and the sum of this side, let's call these sides A and B. The sum of A and B will always equal to 180 degrees. Now, let's take the other sides, this side and this side. Let's call these sides C and D. So the sum of C and D will always equal to 180. So the sum of opposite sides is always going to be equal to 180. So you can use this rule to help find out some angles in your exam, because the type of questions that come are, they give you a circle, they draw some shapes, lines. They tell you if the lines are straight or not, and if the line is passing through the center. Okay, so the passing through the center can actually be used for the previous one that I told, the 90-degree angle formed on the circumference. So you have to make sure that it says that it passes through the center of the circle. Okay, okay, so super easy. Moving on to our next one. All right, so our next theorem states that if there is the center over here, and a perpendicular line from the center of a circle extends to a chord. Okay, so like a chord is basically a line from one point of the circle to another point of the circle. Okay, so this is a chord. Okay, so if a line from the center of the circle bisects a chord, okay, now, like if it is perpendicular, okay, perpendicular, it will bisect the chord. So what perpendicular means, that if this forms a 90-degree angle with the chord, so if this is a 90-degree angle, that means the length of both of these sides, that means the length from here to here and the length from here to here are both equal. All right, super simple. Let's move on to our next one. Okay, so for the next one, again you have the center of the circle, and this theorem actually is regarding tangents. Okay, so let's say we have a tangent. Okay, here's our tangent. Okay, so from the point that the tangent touches the circumference of the circle, if we draw a straight line from that point to the center of the circle, like this, All right, the angle over here, this angle that's going to be formed, just a second, this angle is going to be 90 degrees. Okay, that is if this is the center of the circle. Okay, because these two are going to be perpendicular, the tangent and the line from the center of the circle are going to be perpendicular, so this is going to be a 90-degree angle. And these type of questions usually come a lot, so you have to be aware of them. Okay. Okay, moving on to our next one, which is also regarding a tangent. So it says that if we have two tangents that are drawn from a circle, and they meet at a point, they are equal. Okay, so let's say uh, two tangents start from a point over here. Okay, okay, there you go. So what this theorem states is that the length of both of these tangents, the blue lines, are equal. Okay, so this is equal to this. Okay, and once again, remember, from here to the center of the circle, this angle is 90. From here to this point, the angle is 90 degrees. Okay, so these type of questions come a lot. Okay, tangent questions especially. Okay, moving on to our final theorem of the day. Okay, so this one is a bit tricky. Okay, and most students fail to understand this, but it's actually super simple. So we're gonna draw a tangent on this side. Okay, okay, and we're gonna draw a triangle on the inside of our circle. All right, so what this theorem states is that if an angle is being formed on this side from the tangent to the triangle, then this angle, let's call it A, is going to be the same on this side. So it's going to be same on the opposite side. Okay, so this is on the right side, right? Like this is going to be the left, this is going to be the right. Yeah, so it's going to be on the left side, it's going to be on the opposite side, and it's going to be equal. Okay, so it's going to be equal on both sides. Now if we have an angle over here, let's call it B. Okay, so which angle in the triangle is going to be equal? This angle is on our left side, so over here we're gonna have it on our right side, so it's going to be over here. This angle equals to B. Okay, super simple. Students, normally mess this up, and they tend to lose marks over here because they just don't understand what's going on. But it's super simple. What all we have to do over here is remember that the side is gonna get flipped and the angles are the same. So these are called alternate segments. Okay, okay, so that's it. Super easy. You don't need to memorize the exact definitions of each of these, because if you go on Google, they have different definitions, and some of them might be very tricky. You don't need to memorize those ones at all. Okay, all you have to know is how these work. Okay, so that was super easy, and I hope you understood. If you have any confusions whatsoever, you want me to make a video about any other topic, please tell me in the comment section below, so I can do that, and you guys will get the benefit of that, and you guys will get better marks in your exam. So if this video helped you guys at all, please drop a like and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my further videos.